It's time again for 2K Career season number 3, race number 7 at Silverstone. This car has had it hasn't had any updates to it, as you would have seen in the last video. We hit 50 subscribers in between this video and the last video, and honestly, thank you so much. It's a humbling number from a measly little guy who played a bloody training game to still a small YouTuber, but a growing YouTuber. There's now 50 subs that has many a games, many a channel, and we're just improving so much, and we're getting, it's nice to know that you lot back it and you know where this channel's going. And make sure to like and subscribe today. We did a Twitch stream, the French Grand Prix, the next episode after this one. We did a Twitch stream on Mega Gamer 8888. Yeah, Mega Gamer 8888 on Twitch, and we done a Twitch stream. So yeah, go follow that, go do whatever on there. But yeah, that's a humbling experience. Meanwhile, let's actually get back to the point of this video. In the first lap in Q1, we're actually going to do more than one lap today because it's not going to get wet. Up to line we go. It's been a bad lap to be honest, quite a few errors in there. But we go top with the 24.3, and now starting on the set of softs. Through the first right, nice, half tenth up, into the loop, through the right, and then quickly left, over, nice, 3 tenths up, DRS on, up to the sector line. What's it going to be? We are 4.5 tenths quicker than Lando Norris, with 3.5 tenths up as we go through Luffield and Brooklands, or Brooklands and Luffield rather. Bit of a slide, we're half a second up now though, through towards Cops, the old turn 1, down the old pit straight, into Cops, chucking the car in flat. We just turned in too early and we go off the track. Next we have Maggots and Beckett's, and through the second Beckett's, and then Chapel. Oh, the car just drifts wide. That was awful, massive slide. We go from half a second up to barely 2 tenths up, and I think that even said we were slower than Norris maybe, or maybe it said we were 4 tenths quicker than him. Committed through Stowe though, 7th gear up to 8th gear through the Vale chicane, down towards the final corner and the Hamilton straight, 2 and a bit tenths up to the line. It's a 24.0 and it's the fastest time in the session so far, but I reckon there's half a second in that. As we start the next lap, we're already 5 milliseconds down as we go through turn 1. There's 100 through turn 3 and 4, the loop. We're a bit down, moving more further down. That was a terrible line. 3 tenths down, that's not great at all. 2.5 tenths down, we're going to have to drive really aggressively through Brooklands and Luffield. 4 tenths. 1 tenth down, we managed to recover that to about 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths down. Coming up towards Cops. Through turn 9, flat committed, much better than the previous lap, only a 1.5 down now. Would be cooking if we didn't make those mistakes earlier in the lap. Through Beckett's and into Chapel, chucking the car in, not going wide, not having a slide, and we're now up in the Delta by 2 tenths, 3 tenths even as we come into Stowe. Braking as late as we can, quick chuck over on the steering wheel like it's F124 handling model, although I've not driven it because I don't own F124, but that's what it looks like anyway. 4.5 tenths up, 4 tenths, 5 tenths up to the flag. Well, we've improved by half a second, we've got pole, but I wonder what the time was. It was a 23.552, 6 tenths quicker than anybody else, and about 3/4 of a second quicker than my
Before we
teammate.
begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Baxter lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rees, Perez, Teo Pourchaire, Sainz, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Russell, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Joined once again by Anthony Davidson for this one. Ant, there's a lot of incidents on track recently for this driver. No one does that on purpose. It is part and parcel of racing, though.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Nowhere in the UK is more than 75 miles away from the sea. As a man who's from places which are barely near any sea, well, I tell a lie, there's a river, then there's the River Thames not far from, like, an hour's away. But anyway, soft medium in this race. I'm going to go a lap shorter than what the game suggests, just because the tyre wear is normally a bit crazy here on the soft Silverstone, as Rees parks up in his grid spot, because he always goes ahead and does his thing. But hey ho, we're coming up to the grid. He's trying to play mind games, I reckon. That's what he's trying to do. Point 2, yeah, I said point 1, but it went back to point 2. So, waiting for the lights. Awaiting the 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And a side sign, away we go here at Silverstone. It's a decent start and not a great second phase. We cover off Lando Norris with the ERS. Rees trying to go around the outside. We take to the inside at Abbey Corner. He can't find a way past into the loop. We gap him by over a second by the end of lap 1 and we go 29.0. Next lap it's a 25.5 with DRS now enabled. Through cops we make a mistake on said lap and we pick up a track limit warning because we went quite a bit wide, and then we make a massive mistake on lap 4 in the chapel section like in qualifying. It's not great. Up to the gap is now 4.6 seconds to Norris, 5 seconds to Rees, 3.7 seconds to Norris because he's quick now, 3.5 to Perez. Is that DRS showing 3.4 to Perez. His pit window is open, and I'm going to actually stay out on the flat because the tyre is not that bad. 3.7 to Perez. And we're going to pit this lap as our DRS fails, and I thought that was a part failing. Make sure that we get into the pits and don't speed, which we haven't done ever on this game. We've not sped once on this game in the pit lane. So hey ho. Actually we might have done it in season 1 at Jeddah, but as far as I know I've not done it. Into the pits, LSB. Nearly kill some of our mechanics and probably some of Ferraris. Get held a tiny bit, but nevertheless out the box. Here we go. The gap was 3.7 seconds. It looks about the same, to be honest, although I don't know what the gap looks like. And Sargent's going to come past us. The P6 with the fastest lap as we come out. And we come out across the white line, but over to the racing line because there's no one near me. Lando is 4.4 seconds behind now. As we're going to come across and we're going to be... Where are we going to be? Yeah, Pourchaire. So we get up to P1 as we overtake Teo Pourchaire, who's having a decent season. He's ahead of Rees at the moment, as we're 5 seconds clear. Perez sets the fastest lap, but we're still 5 seconds clear. Goes down to 4.6. Perez is really chasing us down. He won one of the last 2 races ago at Canada. He wants it, 4.7, but nothing Perez can do, as on the final lap, we take the Grand Prix win, baby. The Grand Prix win. And Reese and Porchetta coming around. Not much Reese could have done today. I think he said his tyres were just not tiring. But yeah, P1, we take that. More points in the championship, more points over Perez. We keep pushing. Let's go.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today. Ant, talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot.
What a race it was. 2.7 seconds in the end. Perez was on an absolute outrageous drive. Gap is now 60 points in the drivers to Norris, although I know it says 59, but I'm just going to call it 60 for ease. Level 16 driver claim and Brera. That would have been nice. Major front downforce, but nope, we're going to have to redevelop that for Hungary. But by the time I would have done practice, which is when I rebought the upgrade at France, this will come on for Zandvoort. As we pick a rival, Perez or Reese, I pick Reese because I think he's quicker than Perez, even though he's made a few mistakes. But yeah, we will have an ultimate animated front downforce for Hungary. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.